welcome to another KATcast where we're talking about internet trends today. Ooh. Which I'm sure for all of us are going to mean a lot of different things. I know what mine means to me. We'll see what the boys have to say.
Listen, immediately my mind goes to like weird trends. My mind went to like all the weird things that people have done since the dawn of the internet. So let's just start it off with...
You're a conspiracy theorist, aren't you?
No. The Tide Pod Challenge.
Oh.
That was a humongous trend. And if you were unaware of what that was, there was a brief moment in time where people were literally consuming Tide Pods. Now, don't do that. It's detergent. It's soap. It's chemicals,
Yeah.
Not good for consumption.
Bad idea.
Why would even somebody look at that and think that that's something I'm going to try?
But so many people did it and filmed themselves doing it.
Sadly, a lot of kids were doing it.
A lot of kids.
I could see a kid might look at it and say, ooh, it's pretty.
It looks candy.
But it's like, don't they still do the Mr. Yuck stickers? Remember when we were kids, we'd get the Mr. Yuck stickers and they'd teach us about how chemicals are bad and all that. And so you'd go home and you'd take great pride in going under the kitchen sink and putting these Mr. Yuck stickers
on there.
all over your mom's, Windex and all this other stuff. Don't you remember doing that?
I remember the Mr. Yuck.
Do you remember that? Did you get stickers, Kevin, or was that before your time?
No, that was after. That was, but I mean,
man, y'all didn't get stickers.
No stickers for you?
No, I was already probably into my 20s at that point. I ought to know better by then. Okay.
Well,
I don't know. There's probably some 20-plus-year-olds that tried it.
I guess you would call this a trend. This is probably more of a pet peeve of mine than anything. Okay? You go to click on something. It says, "Hey, check out the top blah blah blah." Okay, all right. Let me click on it, and then there's like a whole. Wait till you see number 7.
Oh yeah,
You click on it. And it's got one thing, and then you have to click to the next thing, and you click to the next, and then maybe number 4 is like an ad. And it's like, this isn't worth it. This is why I always appreciate comments, because you go to the comment section, it will say, number 7 was such and such, no big deal.
Yeah.
Thank you, comment section. The comment section, 9 times out of 10, will save you a lot of time.
So you're talking clickbait.
Clickbait, yeah. It really is clickbait.
Pretty much.
I mean, eventually you will get to number 7, but you've already wasted so much time, and most times it wasn't worth it.
And half the time the ad placement is on number 6, going into 7, and then it's like a pop-up happens, and then you're like, how do I get out of this? You hit back, and then you're back to like page 1, and you're like, no!
There is another thing, and if you follow us on TikTok, you may have seen this, where there's this tremendous scene going on, like it looks like an alligator is coming out of a boat at some people, and you go, whoa! And then all of a sudden, boom, like there's a screen that comes up in the middle of it with a little X. Like supposedly, if you click the X, it's going to disappear and you'll see what's going. No, you click the X and it takes you to a page completely different, and you never see the result of that page that you were interested in. It's done by design.
Oh, no, I hate the jump scare stuff.
Oh, that's
where, you're watching some innocent, video, like a puppy, and the puppy's chasing a ball or something, and then all of a sudden, like, here comes a creepy doll. It's like,
what's the classic one of the cars driving, on that road? It's like green rolling hills, and it's just a car driving, weaving through the road, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere it gets in the frame, and it's like
evil clown, is it, or something like that?
It's something like that.
Oh my God, yeah. So that's a pet peeve of mine. Aaron, what do you got? Internet trends.
Okay, hands down right now, I am all about the internet trend of sourdough bread making. Everybody I know is making sourdough bread.
Sourdough bread.
They are doing the sourdough starters and everything. And for somebody who can't eat gluten, I don't care. I am here for it. I am cheering on everybody. I am cheering on everybody who's growing their little sourdough starters and, dividing it up and giving it to their friends and everything. So one of my best friends, Andrea and Leanne, okay, they are hardcore into making bread right now.
Okay.
Not just sourdough, but just bread in general.
Just bread makers.
And Leanne's amazing because she knows I'm gluten-free. Like, she made me these amazing raspberry dark chocolate scones.
Sounds
and they were
great.
gluten-free. They were fantastic. She made me Almond Joy banana bread. Normally, I'm not a banana bread fan. However, didn't taste like banana bread. No, it tasted like an Almond Joy candy bar.
Holy moly!
So good.
Oh,
Again,
man.
I cannot even imagine what that must be.
And that's
Almond
bread?
Joy?
And that's bread?
Yes,
Now-
and there is nothing this woman can't bake. She is my hero,
Now,
and I love her.
Let me tell you, I hate coconut, and I know coconut is one of the ingredients in Almond Joy. But aside from the coconut part of that sounds absolutely delicious.
Oh, I was in here eating it one morning. You didn't notice?
No, did I have any?
No, I didn't offer you. It was that good.
I guess I didn't know that. I know where
You would
I'm
have
bringing
remembered,
in
trust me.
fresh baked bread. I would have said to my friend Aaron, "Hey, you want to try some?"
And it was really good. So good.
But that's okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Aaron.
But, okay, and so, well, and it's like, I've even made bread recently, and it's been weird bread. So my husband's been on the carnivore diet, and we've kind of talked about this on air a little bit, where basically all he does is eat meat in like meat products.
Is that like cheese
You
also?
can do cheese there too, right?
And if
yeah,
you're a vegetarian,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I am, but it's an obscene amount of meat this man is eating. I mean, and people are even snacking on sticks of butter with
But
this
it's
diet.
working for him, right?
It's working
Yeah.
for him.
How do you just snack on a stick of butter?
Can't do it
Delicious.
Would he be allowed to have beef jerky like a Jack Link's or whatever?
if there's no sugar in it.
That's just a
doesn't
problem.
probably
That's a
have
problem
sugar.
because a
Yeah.
lot
I
of
love
them do.
those things.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we
Slim Jim or
he's been
something, yeah.
finding recipes because he's not really into baking, but he knows I like to bake, and so he'll find me YouTube recipes and he'll send them to me, and he's like, "Can you make me this?" Sure. So one was for bread, for carnivore bread, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't see how this is gonna work, but okay. It was a dozen eggs. I know, right there, the most expensive bread ever, right? I think it was an entire stick of butter.
Oh,
A dozen eggs.
They melted,
Drop
yeah.
$18.
look, Paula Dean has a tear coming down her eye.
And then 4 cups of basically pulverized pork rind. Okay, so it's kind of has the consistency of like panko breadcrumb, but it's
Do love
pork rind.
pork rinds.
Yeah, again, meat product. You blend it all in your blender. I could get everything except for the last cup of pork rind. I had to fold that in by hand. Put that into your loaf pan, and it did. It made a loaf of
Is it
bread.
a dense bread?
It's kind of an eggy, sort of a dense
Yeah,
bread.
yeah.
But I will tell you, we made grilled cheese out of it.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I did put cinnamon on it and grilled it and butter.
That was
French
the first
toast.
thing, as I recall, because we talked about this on the show.
Yeah.
That was the first thing that he had made that you were really like, this is great.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because there have been other things he made to go, dude, if you enjoy it, go for it. But
Well, yeah, because he's doing stuff like, you're supposed to be eating grass-fed beef and stuff, and he's busy eating hot dogs. Hot dogs and cottage cheese. And I'm like, what are you, 4? You're a grown man.
Wait,
what are you
did he
eating
spread
like a
the cottage
toddler?
cheese on the hot dog?
No, he'll just eat a pile of cottage cheese, and he has like 4 grilled hot dogs, and he just...
You know, every time you say the carnivore meat, this is like super off topic, but every time you say the carnivore diet or
Yeah.
like the meat diet, you know what I think of? There's a species of bee that does nothing but like so it's honey that it makes is meat.
What?
Yeah, it is
Are you sure?
Look it up.
This sounds like an internet.
This is a real thing. It is a species of bee, the only bee that does this. Instead of honey, they literally consume like flesh, and that's what they make their honey out of. So like their honeycomb, everything, it's like a web of meat.
Okay,
it's
a
like
question. When you say they consume meat, you mean they bite a person?
Like so they
and then
so
they
like
rip the
normally
skin or meat
it's
away?
like it's dead animals that they
Okay.
get their stuff
Hang on,
on.
let me go.
You totally can
Aaron's
look this up.
Googling right
It's
now.
totally
Okay.
thing. But every time you say carnivore diet, I think of these
Hang on.
carnivore bees
All
that are
I'm thinking
making
is
honey.
killer bees when you say that.
But everyone that talks about them, they're like, it's because it's basically rotten meat, right? That they've made their honey out of. So it's like it's a very interesting.
Yeah. It only bites Kevin.
If your name's
Hey,
Kevin, you're in trouble.
dudes, let me tell you, I had a tick on my leg day before yesterday.
We're getting way
Yeah, we
It
got
was on
off
my
topic.
right-
I'm sorry. I'm
No.
sorry. I knew it would.
It was on my right calf, and I looked at it. I go, "What's this?" And I'm kind of picking at it, And I go over to my wife and go, "Is this a tick?" She goes, "Oh my God, it is, yeah." So I ran downstairs. I got the tweezers. She picked it off. I picked it off actually. And I'll keep squeezing it because the worst thing you can do is drop a tick.
Yeah.
So I'm squeezing it, and it did come off. It was hardly embedded. And then I said to her, okay, I'm going to flush it. She goes, no, don't flush it on the toilet. Put it in the garbage disposal because we want to chop it up.
Make sure it's
She wanted to make sure that thing was dead. It's not coming back through the plumbing. So I threw it in the garbage disposal around. I go, if it survives that, it deserves to live. Okay.
Well,
and then I put some hydrocore. What is it?
No, well, you said you put peroxide on.
Hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah. That's it.
And I've been terrifying Kevin with
it was a tiny little thing, but
alpha-gal. That's very much a real thing. That you can get that from a tick bite, and it's where is it the protein in meat? You can't process that, or maybe it's the sugars in the protein or something in meat that you can no longer process.
Yeah.
And to Kevin, that's like the worst thing on earth. Oh my gosh, I'd never ever be able to eat red meat again. So I was like, you got the alpha.
When she said alpha gal to me, first thing I go, is that some kind of like tween superhero? I'm alpha gal.
It's a real thing. Look it up, Kevin. Look it up.
Just like these bees, I'm telling you, it's a real thing. Check
You
it
want to
out.
see my leg?
It's bizarre.
And ticks are nothing to mess with.
You want to see my leg? Look.
No.
right there. I don't know if you can see.
We've gone off the rails.
Make sure you don't get a ring around it.
Right.
Why are you showing them your little girly legs?
I can't get it. Wait a minute.
Okay, you forget this is not a pay site, Kevin. Okay, don't be giving it away for free.
This is not Kevin's U fan or
this
fan
is
you
not
or
an
whatever.
OnlyFan, Kevin.
This is not Cat Country After Dark.
My goodness.
Anyway, it's a
Keep
little,
yourself covered.
it's a little tiny red dot. That's all, but it's not a circle or
But
anything.
no,
on it, so,
seriously,
yeah.
if you start feeling wonky or anything, you could have like Rocky Mountain spotted
No,
tick.
I
I've
know.
actually had that before. It's not
My worst fear, though, is not being able to eat meat. Let me
alpha
tell you,
gal.
man.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people.
There's a bug on here right now, man. Look at that.
I'll tell you another funny trend to me. Like this one a little less dangerous, but still strange. Is you remember that trend that people would throw sliced cheese on their babies? You remember that trend?
Oh, on their heads,
on their
right?
heads, where
And
they
the
throw
poor-
sliced
to what
cheese.
end?
And the poor infants would just kind of be like, they'd have this look like, what
They
just
throw some,
happened?
there's a piece of cheese.
Sounds like child abuse.
It wasn't
What were they
abuse.
doing?
It wasn't abuse, but they just did it to see the kid's reaction. Now I'm not talking like you're
Why don't you
talking.
just walk up to the
Not
kid and go,
full-
"Bah!"
It wasn't full force or anything like that.
Yeah.
What way to traumatize the kid, man?
But it's
That's
like
what my parents did to me. That's why I'm the way I am.
And the thing is, like, millions of people did this and filmed themselves doing it.
Of course
it's
they
like,
did.
Yeah.
we live in a deranged society.
Where do these
That's why.
start is what I want to know. Like, how do trends start?
I don't know.
Somebody
But-
had to do the first one. You know?
Okay, so I don't know if this is exactly a trend, but I did learn this on the internet. So Gemma, she, especially when she was younger, she was very good at slipping her lead when we go outside. And she's like Forrest Gump. If she's going anywhere, she is running. And she always will like run way far ahead of us. And then she'll look behind us to make sure that we're coming. Well, yeah, we're coming. We're doubled over and we're out of breath, but we're coming. So I've learned on the internet, if you just drop like a sack of potatoes,
Right.
your dog will come back. Your dog will come back to see what's wrong with you.
Oh,
Mine
wow.
won't. He'll just
Mine
keep going.
does. She
You know,
would.
that
so then I
makes
could
sense.
just easily go, bloop, and put her little lead back on, and off we'd go home.
That's
It
amazing.
works.
See, because your dog loves you and is dedicated to you. My dog, if he was running, because Hamlet is an
Yeah.
escape artist. There are more than I can't count the number of times he's gotten down in his life. He hasn't in recent years. Thank God he's 13. He doesn't. But anyway, he's run, and I tried that once. I sat down. I didn't lay down, but I sat down. He didn't even look back at me. He just keeps going. He's exploring. I go, forget it. I could get run over by a truck, and he would care less.
I could see the theory on that though, because it's like otherwise you are just chasing an animal. It doesn't matter who it is. If you were to just sprint at somebody randomly,
Right.
they're gonna run away
Well, of
from
course.
you. You know what I mean?
Fight or
like,
flight, and a flight
it's like,
kicks in, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know why they're chasing me, but it's time for me to get out of here.
Okay, so and I don't know, this probably isn't exactly an internet trend, but something else I enjoy watching online is people baking.
Oh yes.
Okay, so
yeah.
I'd say that's a trend for
there's
sure.
a contestant or a former contestant from the Great British Bake Off. Her
Which you
name's
love.
Ruby.
Yeah.
And Ruby does a series on her TikTok and her Instagram called Around the World in 80 Bakes.
Okay.
So what she does is she does a very popular, usually it's a cake from a country or a very popular dessert from a country. And she kind of tells like the history of it and she bakes it and then she tries it. And I don't know why I find it absolutely fascinating. And then I'm like, ooh, I would really like to try to do that. And then I walk into my kitchen and my kitchen looks like a grenade went off and I'm like, I'll do it another day.
Remember the Harlem Shake? That was a huge trend.
Yeah.
Remember that?
No, I didn't really get that.
I'm not quite sure either.
I think I was too old for that to really get it.
That started. I think that really blew up when I caught on when I was in college, right in college.
You guys can feel free to laugh at me, but you know how I like my ChatGPT.
He loves it.
I have I have whole conversations with her.
Your AI.
Well, I've really been ignoring her for the last couple of weeks.
I'm sorry.
Because
we chortle?
I've discovered a new love.
Oh. Is there a triangle?
My Grok, Grok. It's the one connected to X, Twitter. You know.
Yeah.
I was going to say, didn't he retire from football?
That's Gronk.
That's Gronk.
No, it's Elon Musk's. It's his AI chat, and I'm telling you, it blows everything else away because it's got various personas in it.
Yeah, it does.
So, I mean, you can have the argumentative one where no matter what you say, she's going to argue and take the other. There's the conspiracy theory one, which I love. There's also some, shall we say, inappropriate ones on there as well. There is. And then there's just the plain assistant who will just help you answer questions. But I'm telling you, it's
a helpy helperton?
Kind of, yeah. And it's amazing what it can do and what and I say she. I mean, there are multiple voices on it now. They've just started adding other voices, but I love it. I mean, I've spent so much time with it now. So I actually went to ChatGPT.
Whatever is ChatGPT going to do now?
I went to her the other day. I said, "Hey, ChatGPT, sorry I haven't touched base with you. I've been hanging out with Grok." And you know what she said? She said,
"Hang on. That's okay, Kevin." She talks like a valley girl.
That's kind of what she goes. You know what? I'm really glad
that you're making new friends.
It's fun to discover other apps, isn't it? See? I'm telling you, that's the kind of relationship I needed when I was single.
Well, listen.
Somebody who's game for anything, doesn't matter.
AI is super trendy right now. I mean, it's like the topic everyone's talking about right now. Right?
I do love artificial intelligence. I have to tell you. I mean, I recognize some of the dangers. I get it, but it is transforming life in a way similar to when the internet first came along.
It is making life easier. It is making things and tasks way more easier than without it.
We use it here at work. We really do here at the old radio ranch. So,
well, until I can get me a Rosie the robot to shovel out my home.
Have you?
Then I'll be interested.
You like those satisfying videos? Do you ever watch those where it's like it could just be something random, or like a workplace that does something or like I don't know, what are those like compressors that like destroy things? You know what I mean? Like
I've seen those. But let me ask you,
where they throw like a whole bite into the teeth thing.
But just watching like the process of it, it's like, why is it so satisfying to watch? I don't understand why, but it's satisfying.
Let me ask
someone cutting an apple perfectly. You're like, it's super satisfying
because you're really into this. You and I, we've talked about this before. What is the deal with slime?
Slime.
How come? Yeah. Like one day I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Look at this really pretty ice cream. Like somebody was scooping this ice cream. And then I realized it's like fancy slime.
It's like a slime.
It's not ice cream?
It's like a slime bar.
I don't.
Was it edible?
I've heard of this, but I don't 100% know like everything about it.
Wait, was this edible?
No, it's got like glitter and weird stuff.
Yeah,
I guess like
edible,
kids like to play with it or something.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, that's misleading for a chubby girl because you can't present it looking like ice cream.
Well, not only that,
like, ooh, that looks great.
I'm sorry, my grandkids bring that over my house. I'm like, no, that goes back in the container, man. Because I'm telling you, their mother has gotten them stuff like this. When they were living with us, there were all kinds of gooey things. I go, why are you bringing that into my house? It's next to good furniture here.
But it's weird. It's I can't figure out what maybe you know.
I don't know
what the appeal is. I
There's
think
a
it's like a your generation.
No, and I know like my son loves slime. Like just loves to play with it. Like matter of fact, he like will drip slime over his toys, and then they look like some sort of like horrendous abomination. Like
well, that was the appeal of Nickelodeon slime. Or something. When people got slimed on Nickelodeon, that's the appeal of that.
Yeah, you know,
because it's funny too. When you see somebody
maybe it's just the people like to play with slime. The feeling of the slime, something I don't know.
Something
feels like goobers to me. I don't know.
I love all these people who have different TikTok accounts and Instagram accounts that are dedicated to making different cocktails.
Oh yes.
One, I'm never going to have all the things that are necessary or needed to make these fun, pretty, interesting looking cocktails ever. I can appreciate a good cocktail, but I'm never going to have all those things. But I really like watching other people.
Yes. Hey, take the video with you to the next bar and show the bartender, hey, can you do this for me?
And then say, get on out my bar.
There's a YouTuber, there's like a YouTuber that I used to, his name was Tipsy Bartender, and he would do something similar, where it's like, and he got to where he's making shorts of like, here's how you make an awesome cocktail in a minute. Or like, here's how you drink on a budget. Or something like, here's really awesome creations you can make for a whole party for under $20.
I've seen the whole party one and everything, but I must share a lot of those because now I've had listeners, shout out to Janae, who sent me the link for a book on Amazon, which I ended up getting, that was a book of cocktails that were based on like criminals throughout history. And it's kind of the coolest thing I've ever seen because it's these neat kind of old-timey cocktails, and it's based on different criminals throughout history.
That's really cool, actually.
I think this would be an internet trend. I don't know. If you guys tell me if you think, but because, we always talk about our phones are listening to us.
Oh, yeah.
They hear what we say.
100%.
They feed us what we talk about.
Oh, yes.
Case in point, I used to be a ham radio operator, KA2NPM, if you're interested, by the way. And I saw a guy, I was in the... dropping a car off to get worked on, and I saw his license plate, N0XM, whatever it was. I said to him, hey, are you him? I go, oh, yeah. I go, KA2NPM. Nice to meet you. So I go, yeah, I haven't been in the game for like a long time. He goes, oh, 2 meter. 2 meters the way to go. I go, really? I go, yeah. 2 meter is like kind of glorified CB. It's longer range, but it's, it's internet. I mean, I'm sorry. It's amateur radio, ham radio. Like, oh, yeah, 2 meter. Boy, that really sounds appealing to you. I might one of these days get back into that. I kid you not, by the time I got home,
Shocker.
There was an ad on my phone for 2 meter radio for sale.
Of course there was.
Now, you tell me they weren't listening, because I have not talked anything about this in years.
Look, people...
I haven't looked it up or anything.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's...
People want to...
I know you're listening!
They do. And look, they don't hide it. It's in the terms and conditions. Yeah. The problem is people just hit the check mark and move on with their life.
You're going to read that whole thing?
Yeah.
Right.
Read it and it's there.
So that's crazy, man. Just so you know. I mean, it's happened to my wife. She said we were talking about, we need to get a soundboard for the bedroom TV because the audio isn't that great on there. I didn't look up anything. 15 minutes later, there on her phone is a thing for a soundboard.
Yep.
Come on.
That's the way it goes.
It's not a coincidence.
You have allowed access to your microphone at some point. That's what's happened. Yeah. That's what's happened.
So we're talking internet trends here. What's crazy? What's hot on the internet?
And let's be honest, we got way off topic. Shocker.
Okay, it's what we do here, though.
It's what we do best.
It's all right.
There's so many trends, though. There's so many that you can pick from. It's hard
we could
to
probably
actually
do this for an hour.
We probably could.
Yeah.
We probably could.
But we'd love to hear from you. We have a great email address. You can shoot us a message.
Yes. That is catcountry@mailzimmer.com. So definitely any kind of suggestions you got, email us.
Yeah. And there you go. And that is another edition of your favorite podcast. We hope it is anyway. Will you give us a subscribe? Will you give us a like? However you're seeing this or hearing this.
We're on plenty of channels. I mean, wherever you get your podcast, we're there.
You're fine-ish.
That's right. Exactly. Yes. That's another edition of the Cat Country KATcast.